is Rina Elfie and this is Knowledge In. In this episode, I'll be discussing all things photography, the history of photography, the evolution of photography, and how photography impacts our lives today. So let's get started with the rundown on the history of cameras and photography. Photography is considered to have a short history, however, it has come a long way since the first camera was invented in 1021. The first camera invented was the model of camera obscura, an ancient optical device which essentially is a dark room with a small hole in a wall with an image or screen on the outside. The world's first portable camera was then invented in 1685, a small, more convenient version of the obscura, and then comes the world's first photograph in 1826. Kodak was the first commercial portable camera to hit the markets in 1888. Back then, it was just a humble little handheld box camera that contained a 100 exposure roll of film using paper negatives. Little under a century later, the first invention of the Polaroid appeared, introducing instant image development in 1948. In 1991, we saw the invention of the first professional digital camera, and not long after, in 2000, the first camera phone. Today, the most common modes of photography is through digital cameras, photo cameras, and the modern versions of a Polaroid. Now we know the first photograph was taken in 1826 by Joseph Nicefor. Fast forward a few centuries later when Kodak released their first portable camera in 1888. This milestone is reportedly when digitisation came to play with photography. Digitisation describes the way text, images, or sound can be converted into a digital form that can be further processed. Kodak's first portable camera was a stepping stone in the essential concept of developing photography into digital images. Though at that time the technology was unavailable to create upon the concept of the first Kodak, however it was used as a basic concept of how a digital camera would operate. Scenes captured by the first model of Kodak were recorded onto a cassette tape, which took 23 seconds to process. Now cassette tapes have been advanced onto an SD cards and take milliseconds to process. Since the first digital camera was invented in 1990, cameras have been improved and modified with features suitable for all levels of photography expertise, and it has seen a spike in camera users due to its convenience over the decade. The seamless digitization advancement of cameras has given the ability for images to be edited on a computer, accessed at any time, and shared across multiple internet platforms. With the help of digitization, it is easier than ever to edit, access, and share images online. This is when Convergence comes in. Convergence describes the integration between mass communication outlets and digital media platforms. A perfect example of this phenomenon is Instagram, where photography meets Web 2.0. The social media platform itself shows how images can be used in different ways. Images can be shared within a time limit known as Instagram stories. It can be posted on your personal feed to create a portfolio, your Instagram profile, and it can be used as a way to communicate. Pictures can be sent through your Instagram direct messages. That is all for this episode of Knowledge In. See you next time.